But it will be Poppy.
Honestly, probably a bit more of a stable pick than the Garen.
What about Vitop?
We've had one LCK game ever of Garen, and I'm going to be real, it kind of stunk.
I also, I don't know whether we're going to have another one, which is a little bit of a shame.
Is it?
I think it is, because I really like Garen.
You know, give it another 14 years.
We'll see whether he does get reworked or something.
You know, yeah, I'm sure they'll do something. Maybe they said they're going to make Runans available for melee soon, so maybe you'll be able to ult and 3 ults will come out, you know.
Whoa.
Who knows?
Or spin and like Telecom War and just beat them in game 3. Let's jump onto the Rift. All right, here we are. Players making their way out onto the Rift. Is that the more goth-vibed Poppy? It is. It's a bit of an old skin, but I like it. It's a goodie. Is that Blacksmith Poppy? I think that's the one. I don't know. After a rework, it's harder for me to recognize.
Yeah, it's really hard to know. I'm still not over what they did to Lollipoppy.
Do you think it's a bad thing or a good thing to not give everyone nightmares?
I think it's a bad thing. I think that was an iconic scene.
It was, definitely. The splash art, though, is the main thing that
the splash art's the main thing,
like,
yeah.
The splash art was so scary.
I think in game is better than the splash art.
And when someone has like a toaster computer as well, and you're looking at that splash art for like 15 minutes before you get into the game, oh god.
We deserve like a RP payout for that, I'm going to be honest.
No, seriously. I actually like, I almost lost every single one of those games. Like, if the loading screen's
going to be farming towards level 6. Call me, don't die.
He's getting reminded of just how unfun it was last time around, as there is the Jaws, and he just gets solo killed.
Man, I told him not to die. I even said.
And Faker had flashed extraordinarily early in that play. Like, he decided he was killing Call Me no matter what.
Oh no, he decided like a minute and a half ago.
Yeah, I think so. As Gumayusi, he's also probably dead. Does have to flash to get himself out of the way. And now Keria is just licking Jiwoo over and over again.
That's not okay.
No, it's not. Not very fair at all. As Peter taking a fair bit of damage off the back end. And after that, after it looking like Gumayusi was just dead, difficult to do anything about. Just because he gets to hit you and you can't hit him.
Yeah.
That's a flash lick, and an Abyssal Dive to come on forward as well. The Fear Tether has come on through, and Call Me is really dead. Jiwoo tries to help out as the dredge line is going to connect to the wall for Peter, but Dustbringer is down. Owner is a little bit extra speedy. Another Abyssal Dive, that's going to get the flash out this time around as Keria might have overstepped, but there's the Faker damage flying on through the Tongue Lash. Just barely not catching the backside of the Nautilus. And NONGSHIM.
But you can see that just like no one on NONGSHIM expects a play like
Whoa, okay, Dundun and Zeus going aggressive. The all-out comes through once again, and now Dundun throws another buckler. He needs to get onto the shield. Well, he doesn't really. Oh, the flash forward! He finds the Q, and it's a solo kill for Dundun. Now he'll take a victory lap and head into the death chamber, but the damage has been done.
I just can't understand this player. Game 1, he just gets absolutely massacred. Game 2, he has a really solid game, mostly with help from Sylvie, though, to be fair. But Game 3, he just solo kills Zeus, like nothing. On Cassante as well, this champion we think of as being immovable. Well, the only thing that's immovable here is Dundun's mental.
Absolutely, and that has always been the case. But I was not expecting a solo kill, I tell you that much. Drake now going to be secured here by NONGSHIM. And there will be some grubs going over to Owner. He has 2 kills as well, having been able to pick up the lockdown of Dundun. Because he can have that game number 1 and it just looks terrible as, okay, we've got a cease and desist coming through onto Faker here as Sylvie tanks the turret for way too long. He's just dead and it's another 1-for-1.
Yeah, this feels like a bit of deja vu.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, you need 4 people, but actually last time they brought 4 people and someone died then as well, yeah.
So one of Wave's abilities, you know, you can put this little field down that when you walk in range. Oh.
Yeah, you can see Zeus opting in for it one more time. Steadfast Presence, pretty powerful. And Zeus is going to realize that that's not going to work out as, okay, Sylvie gets a bit of a jump scare. Blocked, not able to get over the wall. Feared and dead. Faker's Way is now 3-1. Redded, not getting the, okay, never mind. Here is the cease and desist into the flick back. And can Faker get a kill this time? The answer is no. This time, yep. Beautifully done. Chance of corruption here towards the bottom side of the map as now Keria going to have to flash. Gets out of the way there. Faker's very low as Call Me just eats the ultimate. Dawning Shadow does keep Faker alive. Also, boded ill for that jungle matchup.
Having the Hexblade and having the 80 kills so you have Ultimate Hunter stacks, you're going to have access to that ult really frequently.
But you can see T1 also playing aggressively. Not going to find the Chains of Corruption, but it doesn't matter. The center just explodes. Ona tries to get into the back line, but Peter's there with the dredge line, and Jiwoo is just raining arrows down onto T1. They're in the equalizers, the flash forward, the seismic shove, and Peter's landing hooks all over the place. NONGSHIM, they crush them.
Oh, NONGSHIM just the best team in the LCK?
I think they might be the best team in the world.
They look so cracked there. Honestly, so well played. Okay, Jiwoo missed the ult. That's the only mistake. I'll give that one. But everything else, they look for the engage, they get on the right targets, and the peel comes in. Everyone doing exactly as they needed to do. And a 4-for-0 into a Dragon Taker, and then flashes to get a triple knock-up.
That's so sick. Anyway, Dundun and Zeus are now fighting as he just stands there. Steadfast Presence says absolutely not. You are going nowhere, and the Dawning Shadow doesn't do enough.
It was just a stand-up, both of them just kind of posturing, and the puppy won.
And now another hook is going to land, and is it happening? I think it's just happening. Carrier thought that he was going aggressive, but instead he was going to his grave. Oh, never mind. He's Tom Kench. He just eats the great health, and he should be all right. Ona gonna try and get himself out of there. Speaking of getting out of there, yeah, and he actually took the arrow. Just didn't do quite enough damage. And okay, there's Paranoia, and now we're back to T1 finding themselves some picks. Although Sylvie kind of here, but maybe he is just more food, as he does have to flash, get out of the way. Vault Breaker as well.
They still have a
slight gold lead. Oh, and Peter pressed R. That was cool. And Abyssal Dive going to come on through here. So Peter doesn't have flash. He's going to get gobbled up and spat at towards the turret. Does find himself a hook. And Jiwoo just not enough damage to actually do too much there, as the health actually is going to go back. The shield is gone onto Carrier, and Jiwoo just stands his ground, able to fire back. And now Weaver's Wall to come in. Oh, he's actually interrupted. Still, the turret is going to go down, but not before Faker gets in here. Gets the flash out from Jiwoo there. I think if he was caught by those jaws, he was dead.
Yeah, after the last game that they showed in the space, where,
bit of a hook connecting here. Gets knocked up as well as the Paranoia comes in. Good flash from Carrier to make the overcommit happen, as Cease and Desist is going to be spell shielded by Ona beautifully. And now Zeus, he's looking for an all-out angle. Let's see if he can find one there as he pulls in the Poppy. And I don't think that Dundun's going to be able to survive. Well, he will survive for a very long time, but he is still dead. And that kill goes over to Gumayushi. T1, they find their pick, and they even out the gold.
Yep, Komi wasn't there, did have the ult, but opted just to get some pressure on the tower. Not sure if the ult was actually available at the start of that fight.
I imagine Dundun was calling pretty early on, like, I will sacrifice myself, just save yourselves. As Abyssal Dive is going to land onto Jiwoo, taking a lot of damage there as well. Devour going to be used aggressively. Ona taken down extraordinarily low as, he's spat out on top of the Nocturne, and he's able to get the arrow off, but still it's a double kill for Faker. Colmy is now trying to find a seismic shove, but he won't get a good hook from Peter though. But Carrier, can he stay alive? Yes, he can, because he's Tom Kench. He's practically immortal. And the Tongue Lash going to get the stun onto Peter, as now Dundun, he's back in the battle, but there are just not enough teammates to keep him alive.
You can't do replays. There's fights every 2 seconds.
Yeah, we really can't, as there's the Despair connecting, but it's not going to be the end. In the picture-in-picture, guys, the replay is the thing that we saw before. And Colmy, not going to be enough, as Faker just going to paint it.
Seven kills now on this way.
901. 901 was the game. 900, it was almost the game, and he almost did it by himself. But now, 901, I mean, this post-900 games Faker is pretty good.
He's turned over the Sentry, and he's like, new Sentry.
Quite nicely, as Sylvie playing very far up, much as he likes to do. And Faker just takes a Hex Gate and just walks at him. Yeah, he has been in side lanes a lot. He's accrued a 40 CS advantage. Oh, the Fear comes in, and Sylvie, the unending despair, he flashes into the brush, will survive from, oh my goodness, very close to his fall. And his Dawning Shadow snipes him! No vision, no problem, and Gumayushi is going to get rid of the jungler, and that should mean 2 dragons apiece.
I think that might have been the Horizon focus vision.
Oh, true.
I mean, I'm not sure it was available right at the end, but I think it gave enough vision that he knew where Sylvia started recalling or close to it.
All right, Faker gonna find the jaws onto
jam?
Jiwoo, and there he goes! Ona launches underneath the turret and does not care about it. A Devour comes through onto Dundun. Keria, I don't think, liked the taste of that, and is going to move himself back. Dundun pretty tanky right now, but Call Me running out of health bar. And now Peter looks for the hook angle, doesn't quite get it, and look at Faker. He's just standing back, raining hell down on NONGSHIM. There's the snipe! This champion is not okay, Ox. He just isn't. A hook is going to connect. It looks great from Peter, but I think he might just be dead. There's the double, the flash lick from Keria. And that is the turret falling down as well. Sylvie not going to be able to do anything and even gets knocked up here as more... Of course, Faker has another ability for him. And he will be taken down. That's a kill going over to Zeus. And T1, they wipe NONGSHIM off the map, and they're looking for Baron.
On the back of Faker. No other way to spin it.
Nope.
Game 2, he was on form the Karma, but it wasn't enough. Game 3, he's on the way. He's the one scaling up to be a monster, and he has just completely dominated Ono Jiwoo.
Oh, doesn't find the Q, but there's the all-out. And Jiwoo does have flash. He's just going to get back to farming underneath the turret. He's like, leave me alone, please.
You don't.
Oh. Black and white, like in grayscale.
As I said.
All right, I guess you just kill him. That's how you do it. You will die though, and Faker gets his 10th of the game. Sylvie's also in trouble. This might be 11th as he's down extraordinarily low. There it is, 11 kills. And T1, with their Baron in tow, are looking to try and break open the base. Where even was Faker throughout most of that? I feel like I know he was over mine. Balanced, it's fine. As Ona does go in very aggressively, and then Faker auto-attacks the Varus and he dies. Yeah.
Yeah, and now, you know, I wouldn't have thought they'd be able to end, but I'm honestly not sure with how strong Faker is. They could just siege the towers. They're not going to up to do it, though. They're going to back away.
Yeah, and
I feel like when we had the double support item center, we saw a lot less stacks in return for more farm, more levels.
Oh, is this the target you're looking for? Well, it doesn't really matter because Peter's going to hook it anyway.
Oh, they got through the shield. Okay.
Oh, nailed it.
They actually killed the Rukin shield.
Whoa, they almost did like 800 damage.
Yeah, it's going to be down for another 15 seconds actually, so that's a window.
Oh no, they almost did 400 damage. Never mind. I take it all back. Dundun is also relatively tanky. But he's laning one-on-one against a Tom Kench.
They're going to start again.
Oh dear. Yes, Zeus is basically immortal. I think that's just how it is. He's able to dash himself out of the way. He'll be all right as Peter is just tanking damage. Faker is just launching missiles and there is just no response. They can't do anything about it. Dawning Shadow flies in. That's going to be the Q back. All out from Zeus. He's getting underneath this turret. Look at the damage! And T1, they do not allow NONGSHIM to win Game 3s. Yes, a casual Game 2 here and there. But Game 3, this is T1 territory. They're going to set to work on these Nexus turrets. And they now have their eyes set towards the telecom war that's going to be coming up on Saturday. This one, I mean, there were some moments. And honestly, NONGSHIM had a great early game. But it was all T1 from about 15 minutes onwards. And it was just all Faker.
Yep.
This guy's way's too good.
A couple of fights in succession, but it felt like Game 2, Game 3, both games